Hello everybody and welcome to your Qi Gong lesson. Today what we're going to cover is some basics from the Shibashi system. We're going to do them two ways today. We're actually going to do it sitting down or we're going to do it standing up. I will show both ways of doing it. It's entirely up to yourself how you wish to practice. Okay, they both are effective standing or sitting down. Alright. So the first thing we're going to do today is we're going to tap the heads. We're just going to tap and warm everything up as we slowly tap around the top of the head, focusing on the crown as we do this. So if we focus and tapping the tops of the head, focusing on the crown, and then we just come down to the back of the neck, to the top of the neck, and we're going to tap that area there, the drum of the neck. And what we're doing at the moment is we're waking up the acupoint areas around the body which are connected to the meridian system. Okay, from there what we're going to do is we're just going to pinch around the eyes, starting at the bladder kidney, and just bladder meridian, and just working our way around to the gallbladder section on the other side of the eye. And as I said, all we're doing is we're waking up acupoint areas that follow the meridian system. Just coming under the eye now, doing the same thing there, lightly pressing. And those that have just joined us, we're going to be doing the parts of the Shibashi system today, and we'll be doing it in standing and sitting. So I'll show both variations and you practice how you're comfortable doing the movements. Okay, and we're just going to pinch the cheekbones now, then the jawbone, nice and gentle. We're not pulling it too hard, just gently pulling it, just enough to wake the points up, slightly pushing past the ears. Okay, and we do the same warm up whether we're sitting or whether we're standing. So we're just nicely warming it up. Now what we're going to do is just going to circle the necks very slowly. We circle slowly, breathing in on the way up, relaxing the shoulders as we do it, so there's no tension in the body at all. We breathe out as we come back down again. Okay, and breathing in and breathing out. And once we get to the top on this one, I like to go back in the opposite direction, so we're just screwing the head back on, breathing in and then breathing out, relaxing the shoulders with each breath, which in turn relaxes the arms, relaxes the hands. And we're just going to turn the head side to side, breathing in as we turn to one side and breathing in as we turn to the other side. Nice and relaxed. When we do Qi Gong, we're actually virtually doing it more like Thomas the Tank Engine rather than Virgin Express or a bullet train. Controlling the breath, controlling the movements, and slowing the heart rate down, as well as the mind, and focusing our energy on the body. So we're going to look up, breathing in, as we look down, nice and gentle. There's no need to force past where you don't need it to be forced past. You know your own limitations. Remember, we can do this sitting down as well as standing up. Okay, and what we're going to do is we're going to place the elbow into the palm of the hand. Using the light fist, we're just going to slowly tap the tops of the shoulders, taking the arm slightly higher so we go at the back of the shoulder as well as we bring it down. This is still the warm up before we move on to the Qi Gong side. Okay, and then we go from the other side. Okay, and we're just going to tap down the front of the arms, the inside of the arms, the yin, and then we come back up the back of the arms, the yang. So we're waking up the meridians, the acupoint areas, as we do this. For those that don't know, the meridian system, there's 12 plus 2 additionals. 3 run up from the legs, either side of the legs, and then 3 run from the arms on both sides. So it makes 12, and then we have 1 running up the front and 1 running up the back. And that's what we're waking up. That's what we're doing. We're going to tap the chest now. And then we're going to go down the front of the body and just slowly work our way out. Okay. And then from the quad, which is the top of the leg, we're just going to tap the inside and come back up the outside. Remember, again, we can still do this sitting down. What we're doing is we're waking up the meridians. So we can feel the energy flowing around the body as we do this. Then just at the back, slight fists, just circle the kidney areas as we do this. Okay, cool. So what we're going to do is I'm going to go through the 3 movements that we did a few weeks ago. I'll show them sitting down very quickly just to remind those that were when we did it on the chair, and we'll do it standing up. There's a slight difference standing up, so the changes will be explained. So first off, what we'll do is we're going to do the commencement. Very simple. From the chair point of view, when I sit down, I don't want to sit with my back completely to the back of the chair. I want to sit about halfway, comfortable, so my legs are slightly forward on it. Okay. Then what we'll do is we'll raise the arms, with the elbows being the heaviest part of the body, on the inward breath, and on the outward breath we let the arms float back down, not forcing them back down, using the shoulders. Remember, the elbows are our heaviest part of the body, feet are flat on the ground. As we continue with that. Beautiful, and relax. Before we go on to that, I also want to do the standing up version. When we do standing up, we go into a stance called Wuji. Wuji is feet are forward on Wuji. Okay, we relax the feet into the ground as much as we possibly can, trying to connect at the back of the foot, or the ball of the foot. There's a pressure area that was called kidney 1, and that's what we want to try and feel into the ground. It's also called the bubbling springs. We relax the knees as we relax the centre of the body just by expanding the belly a little bit. It relaxes the coccyx. Circle the chest so it's wide, it's not soldier style, and the head is up. So going back to the one that we've just been doing after we've moved into this stance, the arms float up. As they float up, the elbows are the heaviest part, and we let the arms float back down using the outward breath. So gradually building the energy floating up through the legs, through the body, and relaxing the body as we move the energy flow. Just relaxing as we do this. We're going to run through these and then we're going to add them all together, so there'll be about maybe 5 or 6 by the end of the class that we'll get through, and we'll just add them together and hopefully we'll see how everybody feels through the messages at the end. Okay, brilliant. So the next one we're going to do is broadening the chest. Now, broadening the chest is ideal for insomnia. It's also ideal for mental fatigue if you're tired and that sort of thing. Done with the commencement movement, the one that we've just done, they're superb for this. Okay, they lift you, they make you more alert. So sitting down in the same way as we would do there, we bring the arms up in front of us, palms facing each other. As we bring them up on the inward breath, If you need to take 2 or 3 breaths doing this, that is fine, absolutely fine. You don't need to do it in one breath. Ideally, that's the best result, but you don't need to. We open the chest, still on the inward breath. Once we reach this point, at this part here in the shoulders, we should feel a little bit of a tightness, and that's where we want it to be. This is called a meridian gate. It's a gate opening to allow the meridian energy from the hands to flow in through to the heart governor points. Okay? Then when we come back, we're on the outward breath as we come back. I don't want to baffle everybody too much with science, so if there is any questions, please message me and I'll try and explain over the emails or through Messenger. And we come back up. So we're breathing in and we continue and we breathe out. Breathing in and breathing out. Okay, now the next one we're going to move on to is rainbows. So what I'll do is I'll show this one standing to start with, then I'll quickly show it sitting down. So we've got both variations to it, because there is a slight difference with rainbow when we do it standing up than it is sitting down. So the arms are above the head, okay? And then what we do is we move our body, so we need to root down onto the right side of the body. So using our minds, not physical, but using our minds, we root on the right side of the body, letting the left side relax. As we relax it, the arms come down and we're looking at the palm of the hand. As we come back to the centre on the outward breath, we relax onto the left side now and relax the whole body on the right side. So the weight now is on the right, onto the left leg. As we move it round and we move back to the centre and we move the weight onto the right side, relaxing on the left side and so relaxing so the arms move forward. Okay, now quickly onto the chair variation. Again, don't sit right back on the chair, just sit forward on the chair slightly so you've got a little bit of a gap behind the back of you. Arms are in the air. We turn the body by rooting our feet onto the ground, and we turn and allow the weight to be moved. So rather than the feet and the legs doing the work on this one, it's more in the buttocks, okay? So the buttocks now are controlling. So my weight is down into the right side of my body as I'm moving with the left. I breathe out as I bring the arms back up and I centralise myself and I put the weight down into my left as I move down to the right. So it's almost the same. The difference is though we're not needing to worry about relaxing the knees or the quads at the top, but we're still moving energy. Okay, so very quickly for those that weren't with us last time, they were the 3 that we covered last time. So this time I want to cover 3 different ones. What we're going to do now is we're going to circle the arms and part the clouds. Okay, so the arms start up here in the air. So I just move the chair across a little bit. Start up here. We turn the hands out and we just move the clouds as if we're making a gap through some fog or mist or a cloud. Okay, bringing the arms forward, we cross the arms over as we go back up on the inward breath. We open the clouds, moving the clouds apart from each other. Okay, if we were standing on this one, this movement helps to build up the strength in our legs, on our waist, which I'll show you the standing up version in a second. It helps us with enhances our lung capacity. And it can also help with dizziness or anxiety. again, done in conjunction with the commencement or broadening the chest, just helps to build up that movement around. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is that particular one is we're going to do it from Wuji stance. This one. So again, we start up from the hands because we just finished rainbow. It comes straight in after rainbow. We turn the hands out. My knees are bent. My feet are planted still, and then I rely the energy to flow down as we're coming down here. I cross the hands up on the inward breath. It's almost as if embracing myself. And I start to exhale at this point, allowing the clouds to fall through my hands, through my fingertips, controlling the breath. As I've said before, if you need to do more than one breath, that is fine. Take as many breaths as you need to do this. Okay, now we're going to move on to another movement. I'll start it standing up, then I'll show you sitting down. Okay, from here we're going to do pushing the ankles. So the palms start at the side of our body. So once we've finished parting the clouds, the hands come to the side of our bodies. We root down onto the we root down onto the right side as we move the hand forward on the right side, and we relax on the left side, which forces the body to go over to a diagonal. So I'm not tense on this side, I put my weight on this side, and I'm opening this part here. So as I move across in, the left hand at this time comes at the back of me, and as I move across, I start moving my weight back into the centre and pulling my arm back on the outward breath, and then on the inward breath, when we meet roughly in the middle, I relax and open the core on the right side. So we breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. Try and get your thumbs to touch each other. That gives you a good signal of when your breath should be changing. Don't always touch. Okay, so once we've got that one, I'll show you this one sitting down. Again, I'm sitting up roughly towards the end, safely though. And from here, we bring the arm forward. Now the differences on this one when we do it this way is, again, I don't want to put my weight onto the side to support and relax on this side. So it's in, pushing forward, relax, heaviness on the side that the arm is up, and across. Hands coming out around the back as we come forward. Hand is at the back here as we come forward again. Okay, nice and slow. It's just like if you were doing swimming, doing a stroke at the swimming pool. So as you're coming down like this, it's the same thing, but we're doing it a little bit slower, allowing the body to shift from one side to the other, relaxing the body as we do it. Okay, alright, we'll put one more in. I'm sorry it feels like it's rushed, but as I say, if there are any questions, please contact me at Pause and Breathe, or I'll message it after this and I'll try and answer them. The next one we're going to be doing is rowing the boat. Again, I'll show this one sitting down to start with. Feet flat on the floor, arms come into the air, and what we do is we bring the arms forward on the outward breath. The elbows are heavy, the arms aren't locked. We take it down. As we breathe in, we're coming back up. Now rowing the boat is ideal for the digestive system, gastric system. It also helps with pain on the waist area, the lower back, and on the legs if we were standing up. So it just helps relieve a little bit of that pain in conjunction with other movements from Qi Gong. Okay, so taking it from a standing point of view now. Okay, my feet are forward, I move into Wuji stance, my arms are up, I just move forward as far as I can go. Okay, don't overstretch, just as far as you can go. We come down. As we breathe in, we start to straighten up slowly. I'm not using my knees are just still bent where I left them when I moved into Wuji stance. As we come down, breathing out and bringing it back up and breathing in. Okay guys, alright, superb. Alright, so that's the 6 that we're going to be doing. I'm going to continue doing these with you now, but I'm going to do them from a standing position. I'm going to move the chair out of the way. So just follow. I'll be very little talking. I will talk you through everything. But I just want you to enjoy it, and I want you to try and focus on getting your breath in line with the movements. As I said before, and I'll always keep saying it, please, if you need to take 2 breaths, I'd assume you take 2 breaths, 3 breaths, 4 breaths, as many as it takes to do the movement, okay, rather than everybody going red-faced halfway through, okay. So what we'll do is I'm just going to talk through Wuji stance, which is something we covered very quickly today. So I'll move it square on so you can see what I'm doing. So I need my feet perfectly forward, okay. I don't want to be in penguin stance or any other stance. I don't want to be forward on my front. I want to root my feet onto the ground as far as I can take them, so I can feel that kidney 1 movement back of the ball of the foot, roughly where I need it. Okay. Again, same idea if you're on a chair, although the difference is we're reaching and we relaxed on a chair, that's okay. Then we relax the knees, we take the tension out of the knees and we totally relax them. If you feel as though they're buckled in, use your mind just to try and force them out a little bit. Don't physically force them out. Then at the core, the central area, just relax the body. Make sure you've got a nice relaxed belly, no 6 packs, Buddha belly is fine. Open the arms out, head up. And we're just going to allow the arm, we're going to take 3 deep breaths to start with. Breathing in, breathing out, and breathing in, and breathing out. And we allow the arms to float all the way, whether we're sitting or whether we're doing it standing, it doesn't matter. Elbows are the heaviest part of the body. And breathing out as we allow the arms to sink. So we're breathing in. And also what you to do is focus your mind at this stage on the breath. Listen to your breath as you're breathing in. As you're breathing out. Notice how shallow your breath is, how slow. I'm going to do 2 more of these, then I'm going to move on to the commencement. Making a connection at the base. I'm going to bring the arms up on the inward breath, elbows are heavy, opening the chest, holding it at that point that we talked about earlier, exhaling as we bring it back. At this point, if you feel as though your hands are being pushed away from each other, fantastic, just turn them down and then compress the energy that's back down into the ground. Again, if you just want to focus on your breath as you do this, so you're breathing in, listening to yourself breathe in, and then listening to yourself exhale as you start to bring it back. Breathing in. And breathing out. Okay, due to the time, we'll do one more of these, then we'll move on to rainbow. Making a connection between the two palms. We want to lift the arms up, relaxing the elbows, making sure they're the heaviest part. Breathing in, I want to move my weight over to the right side, relaxing the weight on my left side and the knee, looking at the palm of my hand. This hand's above the top of the head. As we exhale, as we bring it back, bringing the bodies back to the centre, whether on a chair or sitting down, weight onto the left side, relaxing the right side, and we bring it back. We'll do a couple of these each side. Again, listen to the breath, focusing the breath with the movement, moving the body from side to side, nice and gently. One more on the right side, and then we'll move from this position here, we move back to the centre, turning the hands out, and we're just breathing out as we part the clouds. Just move my position, you continue where you are, whether you're sitting or whether you're standing. Bringing the arms up, in front of the body. On the inward breath, as we turn the hands and we breathe out, allowing the body to sink into the earth as we do this, breathing in and breathing out, listening to the breath and listening to the body. Make sure everything's level, everything's heavy in the elbows, which relaxes and calms the tension on the shoulders down. I'm going to bring the arms down this time. We're going to rest them just at the sides of the hips, palms up, pushing forward onto the right side and weighting down onto the right side as we relax onto the left side, which allows the arms to move across naturally. Circling with the left hand, bringing it forward on the inward breath. Again, swapping our body weight over to the other side, rooting onto the left, relaxing onto the right. Breathing in. Breathing out. Breathing in. Try and keep the arms roughly about shoulder height, heart height. Okay. The next one we're going to do is we're going to bring the hands down to the centre on the last one. We'll do this one as the last one here. Bringing the hands down. We circle the arms up this time. And we're going to row the boat, just leaning forward as far as you can go. In the outward breath, as we bring the inward breath, as we bring it back. Just need to move my position slightly. The further you can go forward, the better it is on the legs, the hips and the lower back. As I say, this one helps with the digestive system. I just want you to focus on your breath. Breathing in and breathing out. And breathing in. And breathing out. And we'll do one more of these. Now I just want you to sit or just stand in Wuji stance, the relaxation stance. So when we straighten up this time, I just want you to stand there with your palms facing each other and just listen to your breath as you breathe in and breathe out, nice and gently. If it helps you, breathe into the count of 4 and breathe out to the count of 6. So we're breathing in 1, 2, 3, 4 and out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and in 1, 2, 3, 4 and out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Okay, well, thank you very much, guys. As I said before, that's the end of my class today. But as I said before, if there's any questions, please message on here. I will try to answer them directly. I fully appreciate you attending today. If not, contact me via the Pause and Breathe Facebook page and I will answer the questions there, no problem at all. Be safe and I will see you in a couple of weeks' time. Thank you very much and appreciate your time.